But let's get started in any posture that you'd like. So give you a few moments to get there. And once you arrive in that shape, you want to soften your gaze or close your eyes. And I'm going to allow us to start our practice in a bit of silence, which is kind of, well, it is a rarity in our day-to-day worlds for most of us. So I'll just notice how the body is feeling right now, how it's physically feeling. With no need to adjust or change, just simply taking notice. And then taking note also of how you are feeling. What's the emotional, mental, or spiritual body feeling right now? See if you can bring your awareness to where your body is connecting to the earth. Start to bring some awareness to the breath. Just knowing that we're just observing that in and out rhythm, that ebb and flow. I'll start to deepen the inhales now. So as you draw the breath in, really let the belly fill like a nice balloon. And as you exhale, let it go slow and soft from the nose. We'll keep taking those rounds of breath, filling up the belly on the inhale. Slowly releasing through the nose on the exhale. Adding on to that inhale now as you fill up with the belly with the breath. Keep pulling in more oxygen and let the lungs fill so that the ribs expand. Maybe even a little lift in the collarbones. Just like before, exhale it slow and soft from the nose. Let the collarbones release, the ribs come back together, and the belly button pull back toward the spine. Take a few rounds of breath like that with that 3-part in-breath. Belly, ribs, and collarbones. See if with the exhales we can release the body a bit deeper into the floor. Of your next inhale, once the belly, ribs, and collarbones are full, hold the breath in. When you're ready to release, we'll open the mouth and sigh it out with an HA. We'll take a couple more rounds just like that. Breath in, belly, ribs, collarbones, and holding. Deep cleansing exhale from the mouth when you're ready. Taking a third and final round. that last round of breath, just allow the rhythm of your breathing to be easy. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, now is a nice time. Always knowing that if that intention isn't coming forward, that's okay. Our breath is always there to anchor us. Always there to give us information about how we're feeling in the posture. And get a nice full breath. We'll start to slowly bring some movement into the body, maybe opening and closing the hands, pointing and flexing the feet. Pressing the palms of the hands into the skin wherever it feels accessible. Maybe that's the legs, the calves, the hips, maybe even the torso, just anywhere that feels easy. And then we'll bring the eyes open. We're gonna slowly make our way into our seat. So if you want to rock and roll or roll to one side and make yourself, bring yourself up. And then we just want to find that nice tall spine. So just finding those sits bones, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders, pulling that low belly in just a little bit. Feeling a little bit of a lift through the crown of the head. And then tap into that energy right at the root, right at the very tip of the tailbone. And as you draw your breath in, imagine that energy travels all the way up through the body to the crown of the head, maybe even slightly above. And as you exhale, allow that energy to press back down through the body, and then maybe past the tailbone and into the earth. And then take another round of breath just like that. Draw the energy up, all the way up. And exhale, press it all the way back down. We're going to just bring some shoulder movement in with the breath now. So as you inhale, we'll just bring the shoulders up toward the ears. As you exhale, rotate the shoulders back, shoulder blades graze on the back. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift the shoulders high. Exhale, rotate them down and back. Once more, inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to bring those hands out to the side. And as you inhale, flow the arms out. And then exhale, we'll bring them back down. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale to lift. And then exhale down. Inhale, lift. We're going to stay lifted at the top. Interlacing the fingers together. And then we're going to draw the hands to the back of the skull. So right at the base of the skull, let the thumbs kind of drop to either side of your neck. And then rest the head into the hands and then cradle the head, right? And then send the elbows back, find a little opening across the chest, and then slightly lift the skin of the skull up. So we're just kind of giving a little traction toward the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. We're going to inhale, draw the shoulders back a little bit more, those elbows back a little more, And as you exhale, we're going to bring them together and curl through the spine like a cat like that. Really round down, be gentle on the back of that neck. Inhale, return up over the hips, extend the elbows wide, shine the heart forward, maybe lift the chin. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale again, open up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it up. We're going to stay here at the top. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the right elbow down toward the floor. Just kind of a little side bend, keep reaching that left arm up, or elbow up. Let your in-breath bring you back up through center, and we'll retreat to the other side. Exhale, left elbow down, right elbow lifts. Inhale, come back up through center. One more time, both sides. Exhale, right elbow down. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, left elbow down. Inhale, come back up through center. And we're going to release the arms up. Maybe you circle up the wrists. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So you can make your way there. Pat up under the knees if you'd like to. And once you find your tabletop, just go ahead and stack shoulders and wrists and knees and hips. And then we're just going to tap into that alignment again. So from the tailbone through the crown, just take a deep breath, draw the energy forward up to the crown, and exhale, press it back down. Take another round of breath just like that. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, press it down. Moving with our breath now. As you inhale, find that cow pose, shine the heart, lift the tailbone. As you exhale, round the spine into your cat. We'll stay here for a few rounds. Let your breath move your body, inhaling the heart forward. Exhale, rounding. Keep moving here. We're going to make our way back into that neutral spine. And once we do, we're going to set up for a threading of the needle. So we're going to first reach that right arm high as you twist toward our right. Exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left. Bring the left or right cheek down to the floor. Set up that left hand wherever you'd like, by the face, top of mat, maybe a half bind. With your next breath in, place the left hand next to the face if it's somewhere else. And then we're going to breathe in, lift that right arm all the way back up to the sky. Take a couple of circles in both directions. And then we'll float that right hand down underneath the arm, or underneath the shoulder. Let's take some barrel rolls. So a little side to side movement in the torso, the hips and the shoulders. And go ahead and switch and move the other direction. Finding that neutral spine again. We'll thread the needle the other way, lifting the left arm high to the sky. Exhale, flow it underneath the right armpit. Left cheek to the mat. Right hand by the face, top of the mat, maybe in that half bind. Take your next breath to return the right hand next to the face. And then we'll all inhale and flow that left arm all the way back up. Take those wrist circles in both directions. And then we'll flow that left hand down. We're going to tuck our toes right away. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here, pedal it out, bend both knees, whatever you'd like to do. And once you have walked that dog out, it feels nice and maybe a little more blood flow than before. We'll go ahead and find some stillness. Really spread the fingers nice and wide and press the earth away. Bend into the knees just a smidge here. See if you can send that tailbone really high. Think about spreading the sits bones to the right and the left. Yeah. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to yearn your heels toward the mat without compromising that nice line of energy from the tailbone to the crown. And then we'll inhale, rise onto the balls of the feet, gaze at the hands. And as you exhale, walk your feet toward the front of your mat for your forward fold. Let the torso hang nice and heavy. Let the chin drop in toward the chest, crown ahead, pull toward the mat. Take a couple rounds of breath here, just feeling that relationship between your belly and maybe the top of your legs, the belly and the back, the breath as it moves through.
And we'll take our little rag doll. So your hands can stay on the floor if you'd like, or hold opposite elbows, just swaying side to side. Try to get the chest toward the outside edge of each knee. And then we'll come through stillness, come back to center, drop the hands to the mat. And as you inhale, find that half lift. So hands can be on the floor, they can be on the shins. We're looking for a nice engagement through the back of the body here. So drawing the shoulder blades onto the back as if you're trying to pinch a pencil back there, and keep the back of the neck nice and long. Inhale, find length, press into the legs, feel like your spine could stretch forward. And as you exhale, allow the spine to round over the legs. We're gonna do that twice more. Inhale into that half lift. Exhale, round it down. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Tucking the chin deep to the chest as you inhale, now roll to stand. Taking all the time that you like. I want you to right over your head, over your heart. Just give yourself a moment or two. And then we'll find that nice strong mountain pose. Really connect the soles of the feet to the earth, and let's rock our weight back and forth a little bit, and from the heels to the balls of the feet into the toes, and then take a sway from side to side. We just want to try to get as much of the soles of the feet connected to the mat. And then find your sweet spot wherever that is to you, right? Somewhere between the ball of the feet and the heels. And then find a little softness in the knees, lengthening the tailbone down. And then we'll inhale, draw the shoulders up, exhale, round them down and back. And we'll take 3 sun salutations. Inhale, extend the arms out and up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step to the back of the mat in a plank. In our first chaturanga, just as we're getting warmed up, I'd like you to inhale, shift over your hands slightly. Exhale, drop your knees to the mat. Take another deep inhale here. And exhale, lower the torso all the way down. Setting up for your baby cobra. Engage through the legs. And as you inhale, draw up forehead, chin, and chest. Stay here at the top, pausing in baby cobra, drawing the shoulder blades together. Back of the neck is nice and long. And see if you can press all 10 of your toenails into the mat. Think about like stamping them into them. Yeah. Take another breath in. Exhale, release the chest, release the forehead, release the engagement in the legs. Tucking the toes underneath. We're going to inhale, press through tabletop, and then lift the hips to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift and gaze forward. And exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand through a flat back. Extend the arms out and out to the sky. Exhale, draw the hands to heart. Yeah, nice job. Here we go again. Inhale, ground through the feet, lift out and up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step to the back of the mat and plank. On our toes this time, we're going to inhale, shift over the hands slightly. As you exhale, lower the body, one straight line all the way to the floor. Release the body all the way down. Hands next to the chest, and as you inhale, peel up. Baby cobra, stay at the top, one breath in, maybe hover the hands off the mat. Staying lifted, plant the hands and tuck the toes. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, press through tabletop, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift and gaze forward. And exhale, step, hop or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, make your way to stand. Extend the arms out and overhead. And exhale, draw the hands to your heart. Here we go again. Inhale, round and lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump to your plank, and a full chaturanga. Inhale, shifting over the hands slightly. Exhale, lowering to hover. And then inhale, drawing the body forward, knees and hips lifted, pressing the floor away, heart shines. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Plugging the toes into the mat. As you exhale, lift the hips, roll over the feet, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift and gaze forward. And exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale your way to stand. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Just take a moment here, a breath or two. Take another check-in. And then we'll bring the hands next to the hips and we'll move into our next flow. So it's inhale, extend the arms out and up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump to your plank. You move through your chaturanga or skip and press to downward facing dog. Nice. In our down dog, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg high. And exhale, shift forward, bringing the right knee to the outside of the left elbow or the left forearm. Yeah, across the body. Inhale, lift the right leg high again. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to the outside of the right elbow. Pause here. Draw that knee up as far up into that tricep as you can. Nice. And then step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Yeah, lowering the left knee down. We're going to come into a lizard pose. So you can walk that left foot back if you'd like to, that left leg. And you can either walk the right foot a little farther out to the right, or you can keep it right where it is. Maybe even rotating onto the pinky edge of that right foot if that feels okay. And we're going to find a little movement side to side, twisting toward that bent knee and away. And then coming into stillness, we're not going to come into that lower lizard, but we're going to step that left hand out to the left one palm print. And we're going to come into some clamshell shapes. So with the right hand, we're going to inhale, lift it high as we twist toward our right, and exhale, flow it back down. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale. 2 more times with your breath. The next time that arm is lifted high, go ahead and pause there. Yeah. And then if you'd like a quad stretch, you can bend into that left knee and reach back. See if that left foot is available, maybe just tapping the heel. And if it's not available at all, even probably just bending the foot toward your butt will give yourself a nice little quad stretch. 2 more breaths here. You have your foot in your hand, gently release it back to the floor, and we're going to bring that right arm back around onto the front of us. We're going to step that left hand now in front of our shoulder, but just slightly in front, okay? So it's not underneath that left shoulder, it's just slightly in front. And then we're going to step the right foot back halfway back on our mat, toes are going to point toward the wall, and we're going to spin, perfect, to the pinky edge of that straightened leg. And then we're going to lift that left arm or right arm up into a modified side plank. Yeah, nice. We're going to take a little bit of a movement here. So as you inhale, reach through that top hand. As you exhale, lower the hip down and bring that top arm toward the straightened foot. Inhale, lift it out. Exhale, hand to the next foot, yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left arm up and then over the ear. Find a little like curve on that top seam of the body. Inhale, that left arm points straight to the sky, and exhale, rotate it down to the mat, step back into your plank, and move through your chaturanga back bend, or you can skip and press to downward facing dog. Moving to the other side, we're going to inhale the left leg high. Exhale, shift forward, bring the left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Pause there. Bring that left knee up toward that armpit. Keep pulling it up. And then step the left foot to the left pinky. Yeah. Lowering the right knee down. Maybe walking that right leg back. Or that left foot out toward the left. Maybe rolling onto the pinky edge if you'd like to. And then take a little twisty action like we did on the other side. Gently rotating toward that bent knee and away. And then coming into stillness, we're going to walk the right hand, one palm print toward the right. Scooching that left hand to meet it. We're going to inhale, float that left arm high as we twist. Exhale, float it back down. Move with your breath. We'll be here 3 to 5 more rounds. And next time you have that left arm lifted, go ahead and pause there. If you'd like a little quad stretch, you can bend into that right leg, reach back with the left arm, maybe tickle the sole of the foot or hold onto the ankle. Gently releasing the foot back to the floor if you have it, and returning that left arm all the way down underneath the shoulder. Yeah. And then just like we did on the other side, bring that right hand underneath the right shoulder and then step it one palm print toward the top of your mat. And then we're going to step the left foot halfway back down the mat, toes pointed out, rolling onto the pinky edge now of the right foot and lifting that left arm high to the sky. Bringing in a little bit of movement here now. Inhale. Exhale, lower that bottom hip, hand points toward the back foot. Inhale, lift that hip. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Pause here and then let that left arm drape over like a waterfall. Just find a little curvature in that top seam of the body. Inhale, bring that left arm straight up to the sky again, and then exhale, flow it down. Find your plank, move through your chaturanga and back bend, or skip, and we're gonna find our child's pose for about 3 breaths. Once you find down dog, yeah, we'll just find child's pose, tap right away to our breath. Heartbeat or retention if we set one. We're going to take 3 of those cleansing breaths that we started practice with. So as you inhale, fill up belly, ribs, and collarbones, and fold. Sighing it out with the mouth when you're ready. Let it go. Taking that breath 2 more times. Let your next inhale carry you back up into your tabletop position. We're going to tuck our toes underneath, draw in a nice deep breath, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We're going to move right away into something a little similar. So we're going to inhale, lift the right leg high just 1 time. Exhale, shift forward, bring the knee to the outside of the right elbow. Pause there. And then step the right foot to the pinky edge of the right big hand. Yeah. We're going to keep that left knee lifted, okay? And we're going to keep that left knee lifted. And I'd like you to step your left hand 1 palm print forward. And then bring that right foot halfway down your mat, roll onto the pinky edge of the left foot, and we're going to find that same thing, yeah? So we're going to inhale, reach to that top hand. Exhale, lower that hip all the way down. Inhale again, lift that arm high, lift the hip up. Exhale, bring it down. 1 more time, inhale and exhale. We're going to pause here for a minute. You can even bring that left hand in front of you. We're going to shift that front foot so your left foot is going to come behind you, okay? Yep. And we're going to inhale, do the same thing. Lift the hip up, but now spin the belly toward the ceiling. Lift the chest up and let that left arm drape up and behind you. Exhale, bring the hip back down. Bring the hand, top hand, to the floor. Yeah. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower the bum, lower the hand. 1 more time. Inhale, pause here at the top. We're going to hold. Keep pressing those hip points toward the sky. This is our wild thing. Keep pressing into that left foot behind you. 1 more breath in. Exhale, bring it down. Spin that top hand to the mat. Find your plank. Move through chaturanga, back bend, or skip. Press to downward facing dog. Yeah. Here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, shift forward, knee to elbow, that left elbow, and then step the left foot to the outside of the left pinky. Step the right hand forward, 1 palm print. Spin onto the pinky edge of that straightened leg, step the left foot halfway back. Yep, you got it. Inhale, lift through that top hand. Exhale, lower the hip. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, hip down. Pause here. Bring that top hand in front of you for a little bit of support, and you're going to swing that left foot behind you. Really stamp that foot into the ground. Yeah. And then you're going to inhale, pick up that hip just like we did, but now spin the belly, spin the chest, lift that left arm up and over, and exhale, bring the bum, bring the hand back down. Nice. Inhale, lift, press. Exhale, bring it down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift and press. Keep pressing into that left sole of the foot. Lift the hip points high. 1 more breath in. Exhale, bum down, both hands under the shoulders. Move through your plank, then your chaturanga, back bend, or skip. Nice. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet and gaze at your hands. And exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, make your way to stand through a flat back. Extend the arms out and up. Palms together, and exhale, draw the energy to your heart. Maybe close the eyes, take a breath or two here. And we're going to find that strong mountain pose. And we're going to inhale, flow the arms out and up. Stay lifted here.
Exhale, find your chair pose. Bring the bum down. Yeah. Pull that low belly in. One more big breath. Exhale, fold over your straightened legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step to downward facing dog. We're gonna take one lifting of that right leg. Inhale the right leg high. We're gonna open the hips up to the right, bending that right knee, letting the right foot dangle behind you. You can play around here, take some knee circles if you'd like to, getting into that hip a little bit. Then we're gonna square the hips back toward the mat, lift the right leg straight, and exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Pause there. And then press the earth away, round through the spine, tuck the knee toward the chin, and step the right foot to the right thumb. We're gonna anchor the left heel in, toes out, rising up into your warrior one. Yeah, nice. Adjust the warrior one so it makes sense in your body, whether that's opening the stance up to the right and the left, maybe bending in to that back knee, or breaking up with warrior one altogether and just coming into a high lunge. Find your breath here. We're going to inhale, bring the arms out and up to the sky. And as you exhale, keep the arms lifted. Start to straighten into that right leg. Send your bum toward the back of the room and lead with the heart as you fold over the leg. Once you come to that space where your back wants to round, just take a pause and keep drawing that left hip forward and that right hip back. Take another breath, reach through the fingers. And exhale, let the hands come to the blocks or the floor. Let the body round over the legs. Bring the chin toward the chest. Just breathing here. Noticing if that right knee wants to lock out, and see if you can bring a bit of softness to it. We're going to move between these two postures here in just a moment with our breath. With your next inhale, rebend into the right knee, lift the torso back up over, extend the arms high. Exhale, flow back over that straightened leg. We're going to move here for a few rounds. Let your breath guide you. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Keep moving. The next time you come with the arms lifted overhead, we're going to pause there. Yeah. Take another deep breath in. Staying with that right knee bent, fold the body over the legs, bring the hands next onto the blocks, and step the blocks in front of your body. We're going to come onto the heel of that back heel, coming onto the toes, and lifting that left leg up into a warrior three. If you're feeling ready to bring the hands off the blocks, you can bring them into prayer pose. You can bring them pulling toward the front of the room. You can even go to the side. Lots of options. Wherever you're at, just find that breath. One more deep breath in here, sole of the foot through the crown. As you exhale, send that left foot to the back of the mat. We're going to set up in warrior two. So parallel the foot with the back end, walk the right heel so it's bisecting that back arch, yeah. And bending into that right leg, palms parallel to the earth. We're just here for one more breath, in and out. With your next breath in, straighten into that right leg, and we're going to parallel the feet toward one another so you're facing this wall. Yeah, so bring the toes out slightly, heels in. We're gonna inhale, flow the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms together and then hinge the hips, lead with the heart as you fold over the body. Once you arrive in your wide-legged forward fold, we're just gonna bring the hands into that crisscross shape at the nape of our neck like we started class. So the elbows are gonna be wide. You're cradling the back of your skull. Bend slightly into your knees and let the body, the spine, the whole back body just kind of feel a little bit extra traction with the weight of your hands. You're gonna find a little bit of movement here, just bending into that left knee and then bending over into the right. Just let yourself kind of move back and forth in this wide lunge. And then we're going to find stillness through center, bend the knees a little bit more. We're going to come straight back up, but keep the elbows wide. Take a deep breath in your bent over position. And as you exhale, pull the belly toward the spine. Lead with the elbows, pull them back as you come all the way up. Nice job. Point the right foot toward the windows or toward the front of the room. Find that warrior two. Inhale, flip the right palm up. Exhale, tilt it back. Inhale, windmill the hands all the way down. Frame the foot, step it back. Move through your chaturanga or step. Evening it out on the other side. Let's inhale, lift that left leg high, pausing at the top, opening the hips up toward the left, bending the left knee. Left foot dangles behind you. Maybe take some knee circles. Maybe just straightening and bending the knee, whatever feels good here. We're gonna re-anchor the hips toward the floor, straightening through that left leg. Take a deep breath in and exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, pausing. Press the earth away, round through the spine, stepping the left foot to the left thumb. Setting up warrior one. Right heel down, toes out, bending into that left front knee. Doing all the little things, making this posture work for your body. We have 2 more breaths here. With your next inhale, draw the arms high to the sky. And as you exhale, straighten into that front leg. Send the booty to the back of the room and start to hinge over the straight leg. Keep that body, that back flat. Pause there. Take another breath in. Reach with those fingers. Exhale, round the spine down. Let the hands come to the floor or the blocks. Bring the chin in toward the chest. Softening into that front knee. We're going to take that little flow between these two now. So as you inhale, bend into the left knee, draw the torso back up over the hips. Exhale, fold over that straightened leg. Keep moving with your breath here. Take about 2 more rounds. And next time you are lifted up over the hips with arms extended, pause there. Keeping a bend in that left knee. Let's reach up through the fingers as we breathe in. And exhale, hinge the body over the leg, keeping that knee bent, and bring the hands to the blocks. Or maybe you don't want to try to have the blocks, that's fine. Lift the right heel off of the mat. And as you lift that right leg up into warrior 3, hands can be at the blocks. They can be at heart. They can be pulling toward the front of the room. into that line of energy from that back heel through the body and crown of the head. One more nice deep breath in. As you exhale, send the right foot to the back of the mat. We're going to set up in warrior two. So the right foot parallels with the back edge, bending into that left knee. Yeah, bringing the arms parallel to the earth. Just one breath in and out here. Inhale, straightening into that left leg, swinging the body toward the opposite wall now. Bringing those arms at a nice big 45, heels in, toes out. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, shine through the heart, bring the shoulder blades onto the back gaze of the ceiling, and then exhale, hinge at the hips as you dive forward over the legs. Bring the hands down to the floor. We're going to press that right palm into the mat and inhale, peel that left arm high, bending into that left knee. We're going to bring that top arm down, plant it underneath the shoulder, and inhale, this time peel the right arm up as you bend into the right knee. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, twisting to the left arm lifts. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm lifts, pausing here. You can stay with that top arm lifted, or you can come into a bit of a half bind. You can bend that right elbow, bring the back of that hand to the left hip. Keep pressing into the earth. If your hand is in the bind, release it, reach back up to the sky, and exhale, float it down to the mat. Pressing into the mat with the right hand now. Inhale, lift the left arm high, twisting toward your left. You can pause here at the top, take that half bind if you like, bending the elbow, raising the back of the hand to the left or to the right hip. Yeah. Keep trying to peel that top shoulder toward the ceiling. Inhale, release the left arm back up and float it down underneath you. Bend into the knees just a smidge, bring the hands to the hips and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the belly toward the spine and bring the torso over the hips. Return into that warrior two. Front toes toward the knee, bending into that knee. Inhale, flip the top palm. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, windmill arms, frame the foot. Last chaturanga, back bend if you choose, or skip and press the child's pose. Finding your breath right away. As we start to slow the practice down, we want to try and slow the breathing down. So we're going to first start by matching the inhales and the exhales. So noticing where your inhale is, what count it's at, and then seeing if you can match the exhale. So we have the inhale and the exhales evened out. Let's shoot for stretching the exhale 1 to 2 counts longer than your inhale. one of those cleansing breaths. Inhale into the belly, ribs, and collarbones, and then hold it at the top. Deep, deep exhale when you're ready. Slowly walking the hands back toward the knees as you roll up through the spine. And taking a breath or two at the top when you arrive with your head over your heart. And then we're going to bring the heels out from underneath us, and we'll find ourselves on our backs for a spinal twist before Shavasana. So if there's something you'd like to get for yourself, would I do you like a blanket for Shavasana? No? Okay. We're going to find our figure 4 shape. So once the soles are on the floor, we're going to bring that right heel over the left thigh. Pause there, and without bringing the left foot off the mat quite yet, just see about pressing that right knee away from the body. You can even use that left palm on the thigh and just kind of gently press it away. And then if you'd like to, you can draw the left knee toward the body. Maybe take a threading through the hole in the legs. It might feel nice to rock side to side. And then keeping this figure 4 shape, just bring the left sole of the foot back to the floor, and we'll let the whole situation drift off toward the left side of the mat. If that's not working for any reason, go ahead and make the adjustment so it feels good in the spine, on the hips, on the knees. And then bring that right arm out straight out from the shoulder. We're going to take a little bit of an underarm stretch here. So with the palm facing the sky, so the right back of the hand is on the floor, draw a nice slow arc toward the top right corner of your mat. Keep reaching through the right fingertips, so stretching as you're making that shape. And then pause anywhere along the way that feels like, ooh, yeah, that needs a little bit more stretch. And then just take the time to pause and breathe. You can draw that right arm back into a more natural, comfortable shape, and we're going to bring that figure 4 legs back through center. Release the right foot down, and we'll cross the left ankle over now. Before lifting that right foot, just take the left palm and press that left thigh away. And then from there, if you'd like to lift the right foot off the mat and draw it closer towards your chest. Maybe taking a rock side to side. And then keeping the shape, but bringing the right foot back down to the floor. Let the legs drift off to the right side. And then we'll bring that left arm straight out from the shoulder with the palm straight up. And then reaching through the fingertips, start to draw that arc toward the top left corner now. And returning the left arm back into a more comfortable position. We'll bring the legs back through center. If you'd like to plug in any other posture that your body was
needing for your practice. Now's a good time. If you're feeling ready though for Shavasana, go ahead and make your way there. Let us find our Shavasana shape. Take a little moment here to scan through the body, giving any area of tension or stress a little bit more breath. And then just let everything go. Let it, as much as you can, just let the practice go. Let the worries, the stress, as if it could just kind of ride out on your breath, on your exhale.
some awareness back to the body. Draw in a deep breath. Start to find gentle movement in the hands and the feet. And we'll roll to one side or the other. Let the head rest on the arm and draw the knees toward the chest. With your eyes closed or your gaze soft, you can gently press yourself into a seated shape. Letting yourself linger, take the time. And then in our seats, bring the hands in front of the heart and rub the palms, the little feet, and skin. And then rest the heel of the hands over the eyes, fingertips near the hairline. Sealing in your practice and letting compassion for yourself wash down over the body. And when that feels complete, you can bring the hands back in front of the heart. I'll close class with the sound of Om. You're welcome to join. You're welcome to listen. We'll take a round of breath together before inhaling for Om. Let's all draw a breath in through the nose and exhale it out the mouth. And inhale for the sound of Om. The darkness in me sees and honors the darkness in you. The light and divine in me sees and honors the light and divine in you as well. Thank you for sharing your practice with me.